Hey everybody, it's DIY Coach Al over here at Lawn Care and Home Repair, and I have gone ahead and done that overseeding last week. Where you see these brown streaks right here, we actually have good baby grass. Only problem is I put that night shift on that side, and then I put that GCI on this side. I'm not sure if I can tell a difference just now, but my understanding is that that night shift is actually going to get darker as it gets a little more mature. So what I'm going to do is come back and show you guys exactly what the progress is. And yeah, I'm going to have to put a cut on this too, because we got baby grass one place and then we have it growing to about 6 inches in other places. So we have to put a cut on it. Y'all hold on. Be right back. Guys, so we actually have us a little dilemma. No, it's not a dilemma. I'm just saying that we actually have something I'm going to have to correct, because where this grass, this is the GCI Turf Type Tall Fescue Spreader Elite over here. And over on the other side, we have the night shift, and it is actually coming in. Let me see if I can pan out a little bit. It's actually coming in really nice. Man, they both are nice and dark green. And yes, I know that the night shift is going to actually get a lot more darker as it matures some. But what I did from going from doing the renovation, I actually had some spots that didn't come in well, like over here that you see. And what I had to actually do was come back and do an overseeding. And I see where the grass is already starting to come in from the overseeding, but the grass that's already established, it just started growing so high that I'm going to actually have to come out here and throw a cut on it. I was trying to wait for the other guys to catch up, but it's just way too tall for me to wait until the rest of the grass gets to that height. So where it's high is really high. This that I'm looking at now is 6 inches easily. I think maybe 7 inches in some places, but I have to come back out here. Didn't want to mow it until we got everybody else going. But like I said, I had to come out and do the overseeding, and you see that the grass is already starting to come up. We have germination, or as they say, Houston, we have liftoff. We got those baby seeds that are coming up, and where you see those brown spots in the yard, we actually have good germination all throughout that part of the yard. So I'm thinking that probably by this time next week, where we see the germination from the overseeding to the renovation, I'm sure that probably, honestly speaking, within the next few days, we're going to see this newly germinated grass really start to come up. So I'm going to have to come out here. Yeah, wow, this is just, I'm not sure how it's going to show up on camera, but it's just germination absolutely positively everywhere. So this, guys, the renovation coupled to coming back and doing the overseeding, what you're looking at right here is the night shift. And as I said, I'm going to have to come over here. But the renovation coupled to the overseeding has gone really well. All this over here is the night shift. And yeah, like even right here by the gate, I don't know how that's going to come out on camera. But yeah, this is about maybe 6 inches high over here. And as I said in the last video, what I'm positive that happened, I'm positive that the mesotrione actually stunted the growth of the grass. So the good thing is that we don't have any more of the bleached grass in the main part of the yard. And what happened is that it started just exploding in growth, but it's patchy where it's exploding. Once again, we got the newly germinated grass over here, but then these spots that have started to come up, and it's this way actually all over So what I'm going to have to do is this over here, what you're looking at now, this is the GCI, and where it's exploded, it's also just really high also. So I'm going to have to get Spicy out, and yeah, we're going to have to, here you see that, what is that? That dag on crabgrass, because it didn't have a, couldn't do anything to this grass other than use the mesotrione. That crabgrass took advantage of it. So we got a few spots over there, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna have to come out here and get Spicy and throw a cut on this. I think I'm gonna cut it down to maybe 3 inches. I really don't want to cut it lower than that because it doesn't have a well-established root system at this point. So I may have to limit it to 3 inches, and if it's still too high, I'll just drop it down to 2 inches. Now I could use Big Mama, Little Mama to come out here and do this, but Little Mama is heavy. The ground is still real soft, so I don't want to put those grooves in the ground. And I think Spicy would be a little more gentle. Also, I have to clean the blades on Little Mama, and Spicy just got her blade cleaned or sharpened, so I think that's going to be a better option. So guys, I'm going to go away for a second. I'm going to come out here and just get Spicy out, and we're going to just do a little bit of cutting out here to get all this even. Be right back. Hey y'all, guess what? By popular demand, Spicy is back. Spicy said, Pop, let's go and do this thing. Y'all hold on, we're going to cut some of this grass down. Stay tuned. You're going to see a little bit of video of me cutting this grass, but yes, I'm so happy she's back. Hey guys, dawned on me I didn't show you this side of the yard. So I have the camera on the gimbal. Hopefully it won't move around too much, but just like on the other side, we have some really high grass in some places. And over here, this is all GCI, turf type tall fescue spreader elite. So I had some spotty coverage over here. Now this I actually have to come back and do the overseeding. I neglected this when I did the overseeding on the first part, but once again, where the grass has grown, it's just really, really, really high. I'm trying to position this so you can see it. So, that's the gimbal. Sorry about that, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw a cut on this too. Then I'm gonna come back and do some overseeding here. I did some overseeding right over here, and you can see where it is starting to germinate too. I'm not sure if it's gonna come out on camera, but I didn't do the overseeding back on this part. So we gotta come back and cut this, and then probably tomorrow, I'll come back and do the overseeding on this part. You guys hold on, be right back. Alrighty guys, so she has officially gotten her first cut, and as I said before, this was just to cut it down a little bit so that it wasn't just growing so overgrown that it was going to start to look like an eyesore. And once again, the camera doesn't always do justice to what you're seeing, but the grass had just gotten so high in some places. When I went around to the side yard, it was even higher over there. So the grass is already coming in. Where it's coming in, man, I cannot tell you how good this looks. And an added benefit, boy, this looks good. An added benefit is this particular area right here. This area gets almost no sun, very little sun. And I did speak with Jesse over at Lawn Life, and he said, yeah, Alfonso, this night shift will grow good in the sun and shade. Now, I don't know if it's particularly or specifically marketed as a sun shade mix, and guys, forgive the shakiness of the camera. Once again, I have it on the gimbal. I'm trying to hold it steady. But what I noticed is that I guess I just have to say it. It seems like it actually grew better and even thicker in the shade. Over here, we still have a little bit of the bleaching. Well, no, I can't say that because the places where it's growing in the back, and I'll bring that video to you a little bit later. But the places where it's growing really thick, it's actually growing really thick in the sun and in the shade. Now, this area has actually come in a lot better than the other part of the yard. But once again, I have to come back here and do some overseeding. This, guys, is also one of the benefits of getting if you're doing a renovation, getting that done earlier, because it's not uncommon to have to do an overseeding after you've done the renovation. Even if you have the kind of grass seed that germinates really, really, really well, you never know what Mother Nature's going to do. You can get a storm that's going to wash out your seed. You can get critters that's going to come and eat your seed. You can get a drought. And that's why it's so beneficial to make sure if you're going to do an overseeding or a renovation, you want to definitely make sure you are good with your watering program. Definitely got to get that dialed in. So she has now been cut. And once again, I'm just looking at where the new grass is starting to germinate. It's just coming in really, really, really well. So by this time next week, I'm thinking you probably won't even see these brown spots. Well, you may see a little bit of it, but I cannot begin to tell you just how dark this grass is now. If you guys remember, the thing that we had going on over here, it was to see whether or not that GCI was as dark as the night shift. And once again, I know that the night shift is going to actually get darker as we continue to cut the grass. I don't know if this angle is going to be the best one. I wanted to make sure that there was no sun shining on it. Over here is the GCI, over here is the night shift. Right now, I just can't tell a difference. All I know is that they are both really dark, or they're both dark. Yeah, really dark, and they're both coming in, I'm going to say, with the same level of lushness, where it's just nice and lush and thick. I'm actually seeing that with both grass seeds. I don't think you can go wrong. In fact, I'm going to say I know that you can't go wrong with whichever one you choose. But if you are going to do an overseeding, this is the time to do it. I'm not going to say it's too late for a renovation. Depends upon what part of the country you're in. Some people still have 90-degree average temps. Some people are down to the 70s. You are still in that window of time to get that overseed done though. So hopefully within the next week, this is just going to really be a lot thicker than what it is now. And make no mistake about it, it looks really, really, really good. There's nothing wrong with this as it is. I just can't wait until we actually get to see this thicken up a little bit, get that root system established. And I think what I'm going to do, I didn't want to put any ammonium sulfate on it just yet. But now that I'm seeing just how green it is, and talking to Jesse, well, Jesse chimed in on the message. She said putting that AMS, so that ammonium sulfate, down now will really make it pop, make both of them pop. So I think I'm going to go ahead and throw some ammonium sulfate down. May want to give it just a tidbit of nitrogen to kind of boost that growth a little bit. So you guys, hopefully you are enjoying what this process was. Probably next week you'll see the full project with the backyard. Hey, you guys know what I'd love to tell you. First of all, I ain't got to know you. I don't have to know you in order to tell you that I really do love you, that Christ inside of me, the retired pastor, the still active preacher. I just believe that love conquers hate. Love you guys. Maybe nobody else will tell you that today. The other thing, if possible, if at all possible, reach down and try to pull somebody else up. There is no greater feeling in life than the feeling of knowing that you have helped somebody who can't do anything for you in return. You guys be blessed. Catch you in the next video.